You open your eyes, the sun is shining, there's not a cloud in the sky, and you feel great, totally well rested. You're not even suspicious of the fact that you fell asleep by the campfire but woke up several yards down the beach. Wait, are you on vacation? Was yesterday nothing more than a strange dream? No, not a dream. You really are here for another day. Why, I have no idea. You're obviously a weirdo. Speaking of weirdos, I see the rest of the gang is hanging out on the beach. This is definitely not a dream. I wouldn't rule out a nightmare just yet, though. At least they make for a sexy bunch, no? And talk about sexy, here comes Trickster carrying coffee. Morning, beautiful. I thought you might like a nice cup of joe to start this incredible day off right. Trickster seems suspiciously cheerful. I'm sure there's nothing nefarious behind his joyful demeanour, though. Everyone knows musicians are morning people. Trickster. I also want to wish you luck. Today is an important one. My only regret is that I won't be a bigger part of it. Budgeting issues. Also, I am just swamped with engagements, especially on the other island. Trickster winks at you. If you want to ask him how to reach the other island, never mind, he left. Well, at least he bought me a cup of... No, wait, don't drink that. The hell was that? They don't call him Trickster because he's good on a skateboard. And he definitely didn't get that name because he brings people drinks so they can have a good morning. That was almost certainly not coffee. And I don't want anyone casually poisoning, imprisoning or torturing you yet. This is supposed to be a tropical paradise, the type of place you give a 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10, 2 thumbs up review to, not an eternal prison of pain. And please make sure to leave a review, it really helps with the algorithms. Just trust me, I'm looking out for you, so can we please move on? Ocean. Hey, wait a second. How did a possibly omniscient, possibly unreliable narrator physically just knock that coffee out of your hand? This is not Parliament, and the floor does not recognise the ocean to speak out of turn at this moment. Ocean. I need no recognition, for I am the ocean. I dominate the land. I submerge those who defy me and become their watery grave. Actually, speaking of graves, I would like to say something of grave importance. Fine, go ahead. Even if this place is an eternal prison of pain, and I'm not saying it is, even a place of extreme horror can still receive a 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10 thumbs up review if it was crafted with love and or that's the type of thing you're into. You know, the ocean is right. A lot of hard work goes into a place like this. You should really judge it on the artist's intent and whenever possible, start from the mindset of giving them the benefit of the doubt. Constructing these elaborate simulations, vacations, is not easy to do. Sometimes there are some small bugs or inconsistencies, but that's just the nature of the process. Perfection is overrated. The universe is filled with mysteries. We ought to celebrate those who venture to bare their souls as part of a creative process, with the ultimate intent of making things for our enjoyment, not be overcritical of them. Are you trying to sell me on this place actually being good? You don't have to say it like that, especially after I saved you from that poorly made cup of coffee. Claudette, sorry, we should have been here 5 minutes ago. They always do this on the second morning. Sad, really. Even if they do make some great points. Oh, sure, they make great points, I agree. Can we please move on? Yes, of course. Apologies, Gamby. The last few minutes aside, have you been enjoying your time here on the island? How else could I describe my stay on this island besides really entertaining? Wow, 10 stars, here we come. Can someone remind me to skip this section next time? Nope. We do need to ask you one more question though. We all had to sign away our rights to say anything negative about this place. Would you please sign this non-disparagement agreement? No. No, I will not say anything negative about this island. You have my word that I, Gamby, agree with the terms of this verbal contract. Perfect. Delightful. Excellent. Yes, yes. Hey Gamby, it's still totally cool if you have constructive feedback. The place to leave that is in a positive review, because we all know that nobody reads negative reviews of games, resorts like this. Anyway, I see Dweet and Claudette have gone into a trance, and with the grumbling I hear from your belly, that can mean only one thing. Breakfast. Perfect timing. Everyone rolls into the dining area to lard up those sexy little bellies with pancakes and bacon. And so much for maintaining these beach bods. We're all half naked in a tropical paradise. Can we get some strawberries here? A yogurt? Magic powers will only get you so far. Even killers watch their sodium intake. You take your plate and sit down, thinking about yesterday and the whirlwind of feelings you experienced. Danger, dread, disorientation. It was like going through puberty again, except all in one day on a beautiful and mysterious island. It looks like you're not the only one doing some introspection, though. Trapper stands up to talk about how his day went, in case anyone was wondering. Personally, I wasn't. Trapper, you might be the only person on this island I don't hate. This confuses me, but in a good way. I don't know exactly. Weird. Usually the only thing that makes me happy is watching someone fall into a pit. You didn't fall into a pit yet, and yet I'm not upset by this fact. Well, that was bizarre. Back to your breakfast. Nope. Now Huntress steps up to talk about her feelings. Huntress, this island is treacherous. I don't know what the newcomer thinks they are doing here, but it certainly isn't helping any of us. Whoa, Huntress pretends to be all independent, but is she secretly kind of miffed you and her aren't getting along? Oh well, that surely must be it. No one else would weirdly stand up during breakfast too, and just like that, here comes Spirit. Spirit. If I look especially well rested this morning, it's not because I slept well. As you know, I'm much too dedicated to finding revenge to ever sleep again, but because you all really left me alone yesterday to my best, not constantly annoyed self, and I thank you for that. Now, if you don't mind, I'm going back to quietly resenting being trapped here with you all while looking cute doing so. Guessing Wraith has had enough time to work up the courage to speak in front of a group. Ah, perfect, here he is. Take us home, Wraith. Wraith. I'm glad the introduction of Gamby to our island paradise. And yeah, that was in quotations. Didn't distract me from my normal routine, ignoring all of you and vice versa. This place is an eternal prison of suspicion and suffering, and no one cares. I'm still the only one asking any questions. Trapper. I'm asking a question too. It's, when will Wraith shut up? And now they're all looking at you expectantly. Wait, are you supposed to stand up and explain how yesterday made you feel? I think I need to process everything by myself. I'll see you all soon. Damn, what a power play. Keep 'em wanting more. You're getting good at this game, sexy, true-to-life experience. Shame you didn't get to eat any breakfast, but so be it. After breakfast, you head to the hot tub by yourself to clear your head. Yesterday was, in short, a lot. Before you get there, though, something catches your attention. You hear that? Who are you addressing? Me? Well, yeah, I guess. That is okay, right? You know, I might be pursuing a relationship with one of these 4 fine killers, but it feels like the person I'm getting to know the most is you, narrator. It's only okay in so much as it serves to illustrate that you've lost your mind, seeing how I'm not real at all. Yeah, I heard it this time. I think it's coming from behind the pool shed. Tweet. No, stick it in there. A little more. Oh yeah, that's it. Yep. God, how does that feel? Intense. Nice. Yeah, that feels right. This is uncomfortable. Now, I want you to take that and put it right. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Just like that? Exactly like that. I swear, I had no idea these two even do whatever it is they're doing. I'm afraid to look. Please say something so they know you're close by and can hear everything. Oh wow, look at this super cool bottle of Trickster brand suntan lotion someone left on a chair. Anyone know where I can buy some? Claudette. Damn it. Dwight. Oh come on, a little privacy please. Dwight is panting and Claudette has a crazed look in her eyes. Sorry, I didn't know how else to let you know I was here, and that I could hear you, well, you know. Know what? What do you think we were doing? You were doing... I don't know exactly what you were doing, but it sounded like, fun? You think 2 people trying to find new ways to kill each other in a desperate search to make their own death permanent is fun? Oops. We get 5 minutes to ourselves every day, and we spend it hoping if we stab each other in just the right spot, we won't get resurrected. I've come to believe that the key is finding the exact place we need to bleed out from, and I believe that place is in our appendix. Why else would it be there? Makes sense to me. Did you actually think we were me and him, Dwight? You don't have to laugh that hard, they get it. My life is a nightmare, and yet somehow it's never been worse than right now. Let's go, lover boy. I noted all our entry wounds, and our 5 minutes is up anyway. Good luck, Gamby. You're going to need it. And hey, if you figure out how to escape this island, please make sure your ghost tells us how. That was both a tragedy and a comedy. A cragmedy. Ugh. Shut up, I like it. Anyway, where were we? Oh yeah. You're heading to the hot tub by yourself to clear your head. Yesterday was, in short, a lot. So far today has been exhausting too. But you're dedicated to achieving a true centered sense of calm. No drama, no bullshit, just soaking up sun in a heated pool. Today, you're on a date with you. Ocean. Ooh, I like that. I want to be on a date with me. Who would make the first move? And aside from that disturbing thought, all is going to plan until a shadow blocks your precious sun. Spiky tipped, like a palm tree, is bending over to screw with you. But it's no tree at all, it's the trickster. Hey babe. Breakfast was weird, huh? Everyone just getting up and announcing how they're feeling? What was that about? Some forced kind of check-in with the group? I don't like it. Fishy. Kinda lazy. Whatever though, breakfast is done. No one should eat before noon or after 4 PM. Yeah, I do intermittent fasting. You seen my abs, by the way? Maybe you can see them later at my private stage on the other island. You know, IP Island, where all the Hollywood celebs hang out. If you play your cards right, I could give you a private show. Catch you around. His abs are pretty amazing, you gotta give him that. And the blow-up bat, threatening but adorable, makes for an interesting silhouette. Genius idea. He's a psychopath, just like the rest of them. You don't gotta give him anything. And we're not best friends. Just because we had a little talk about doing a little talking, it's not an open invitation to go smashing the fourth wall every 5 seconds. Okay, now that that guy is gone and we've got some ground rules established that we're definitely going to abide by, it's time to lay back, take some deep, slow breaths, and... Nope, another shadow. These people will not leave you alone. Let's see who it is this time. Of course, it's Trapper. You two have gotten pretty cozy. Trapper, you should definitely come with me, obviously. Remember, I have a beautiful little spot with all the delightful trappings of island life. I also have some actual traps, but play your cards right and I'll warn you about them first. Also, what's great about my hideaway is that no one knows where it is but me. Not Huntress, not Wraith, not even Spirit. If they did, I'd know and they'd be dead. Since you can see that they are very much alive for now, it's still all mine. The kind of place you can really lock yourself away from life in. I know you don't have much to think about, why would you? You can have me, a specimen so fine I can block out the sun, or you can choose one of these peasants. Speaking of, before you can decide if you want to go off with Trapper, the Huntress interjects. Huntress, I guess you could go with Trapper, but if you want the brawn without the dram, give this little bunny a try instead. I mean me, I'm the bunny, because of my mask. And I tried to rhyme brawn with drama, but it was hard. I'm not educated, okay? But what I lack in schooling I make up for with killer instincts and a truly insane vertical jump. Trust me, you don't know how hot it is to jump super high until you've seen me do it. The view from down there. It'll sure as hell beat looking at some amateur artwork or whatever Trapper has going. Tough choice. You weigh your options quickly because you can only go on one date today, and you also don't want to be hacked to pieces for saying the wrong thing. It's always good to remember that these are all cold-blooded killers, but you know what they say, when life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. And then die a horrible, retching, writhing death after drinking it because the lemons were poisoned all along. Sorry, the silent has really got me tilted. So who will it be? Sorry, Huntress, but we're going with Trapper. I gotta go with Trapper. Yeah, duh, let's go. Anyway, here we are, my beautiful cave, the only truly great place on this entire island. Welcome, please make yourself at home. But not really. This is my home, and don't you forget it. But please, relax. This is where I come to get away from the screams, to hear other screams. I'm just kidding. This is a peaceful place, so long as no one arrives uninvited. And since I invited you here, let me just say, stay away from the water, far away. Do you understand? I kind of want to ask. Okay. How come? Because it's a literal trap and you'll die. No silence should last this long unless Wraith is around. Hey, seriously, don't go in the water. Even more importantly, though, stay away from that cave entrance and don't ask me why. You got it? Why can't I ask about it? I understand. Don't tell me what to do. I really want to say don't tell me what to do. Don't tell me what to do. Trapper, glad to see you have a spine and will continue to have one for at least a little while longer. I didn't expect that, though. Interesting. Very interesting. And maybe even hot. He's giving me money again! Trapper, anyway, I don't really know how to reward people who make me happy, since no one makes me happy. So I guess you can have a gold coin. He sure does love handing these things out. I doubt they really mean anything, though. These little collectibles rarely amount to anything. Now that you know what not to do around here, I can finally get to know you. Nope, actually you can't, because at exactly this moment, Trickster shows up. Hello there, you sexy thing. Not you, Trapper. I'm talking to this beautiful specimen over here. Trapper, why are you here? And I don't just mean in my secret spot. Why are you literally here on this island? Trickster, obviously for the same reason we all are. I think, maybe. Actually, I have no idea why we're here. I better ask Wraith what's going on. He probably has all the answers. Anyway, I was saying something. Oh yeah, I want to find love, same as you. I don't know, sounds like a legit reason. Trickster, so what do you say, Gambi? You want to find love with me? Tell him no, ask why you should. Should we just say no? I'm not interested, Trickster, and I demand that you leave this cave immediately. Trickster, why? He's a phony, he hasn't proved his worth, or you're loyal to Trapper. We could say he hasn't proved his worth, because that was kind of what Trapper's story was about as well, wasn't it? Gambi, you haven't given me any reason to. Trickster, do you want me to prove my worth? Yes or no? Yes? Oh my god! Trickster immediately attacks Trapper. They engage in a brutal fight. You hear metal clangs, bodies crash into walls. There is screaming. So much screaming. You feel the blood wash over you, but you don't know whose it is. Yours, theirs, everyone's. And why is someone singing? Unfortunately, you don't see any of this. Trickster knocked you over on the way to bull rushing Trapper, and your head got stuck in a spittoon. What a bummer. You finally get it off and see Trickster and Trapper standing toe to toe, chests heaving, separated after a massive clash, but clearly ready to finally sort out who is the toughest. But it doesn't matter. Trapper is furious you made him fight this pop star in the first place. Oh no, I fucked up. Short detente? To sacrifice this weakling as a tribute to our battle for true dominance. Trickster, talking about murder in French, Trapper? I know I didn't come here to woo you, but you're making me think thoughts. Of course, let's do it. Trapper, this is not an invitation to anything but battle after Gambi is dead. In a moment of rare cooperation, Trapper and Trickster unite to pick you up and toss you into the water. It seems they're quite happy to seize their fight until you've died.
Oh no.
Okay, so we're back at the beginning of this bit. I'm just going to rush through this to where we were. And we'll pick the different option this time. So yeah, we're going to say loyal to Trapper this time. Right, I chose Trapper for a reason. And that reason is it's quick think. You've got some decent options. The muscles, obviously. His mogul status. His can-do attitude. And by can-do, I mean can do several unspeakable acts of horror in a row without losing his breath. All good reasons. It's none of your damn business. Trickster, since you've probably never experienced it before, that's what loyalty sounds like. Please, do you have any idea what I've put my agent, lawyer and personal stylist through? And they've stuck with me. That's loyalty. Find me if you want to know what it's like to work beneath a real boss. Before slipping out the back of the cave as quickly and silently as he arrived... Hey, look at that. Conflict resolution without anyone getting slash bashed or split into half. Yeah, not this time around. Your complete devotion and allegiance to this hulking monster really has brought a sense of calm purpose to your life. Trapper's happy. At least he might be. He's smiling, but it's unclear if it's a happy smile or an angry rage smile. Then again, that's always the case with him. Well, thank goodness that's behind us, even if the smell of Cleaver body spray is not. None of us are proud of that. Now, if you don't mind, I'm feeling a little stressed out and I hate to be uncomfortable in my own abode. I'll be right back. He's gone. Not sure for how long though. What do you want to do while you wait? Snoop around or remain perfectly still? As he has literally recently only just killed us, I'm going to say remain perfectly still. I don't think snooping around he would appreciate. You remain perfectly still, standing alone in this dimly lit cave. Some life you've made for yourself. It's amazing though you can stand at all without a backbone, you big baby. I'm sorry, all this time with Trapper has me talking like him. Trapper's back and he's carrying an enormous jug of what looks like moonshine. Non-0% chance it's chloride. Dweet did mention a bottle went missing from the pool shed. Chlorine. Sorry, I said that wrong. Trapper, well, do you want something to take the edge off like a skull jammed onto a spike? No, you can't handle moonshine. Nope, that might kill you. Or hell yeah. I'm gonna say hell yeah. You're damn right I do. A proper drink for a stressful day. I was trying to be polite, not sure how people actually do that. How'd I do? I nail it? Truth is, I didn't think there was any way you'd say yes. I'm actually gonna drink the whole thing myself. But I'm quite charmed by your enthusiasm. Trapper begins to chug the mystery drink, but before he can finish it, Dweet and Claudette show up at the mouth of his cave. We are so sorry to interrupt. Please don't kill us again. But we've been told to make a very dramatic and urgent announcement. There's simply no time to waste. We can only make it on the beach though, which is obviously a natural and normal thing to have happen right now at the exact moment we need to get you back to the group. Our story checks out. You and a frustrated Trapper leave his cave. Dweet, sorry, we had no choice. We had to bring you here. Yeah, someone likes the added drama. Oh damn, was this a setup? Why is Huntress walking over to you? Dwight and Claudette wisely turn and sprint away before Huntress arrives. Trapper, what the hell are you doing here? Nice to see you too, comrade. I'm here because I have a proposition for Gamby. Listen, I'll be completely truthful with you. I can't offer you any more love than Trapper can. Only an equal amount of hate. But I can offer you two things he can't. The first is fun. He's a miserable sob. Even here in paradise. Meanwhile, I'm having a blast. You'd be having way more fun spending your time with me. But more importantly, I want something Trapper doesn't. A family. I want lots of kids, actually. I'm dying to have many children. Many children have also died to be with me, now that I think about it. Anyhow, if you want that too, you should leave him and come with me. But you must decide quickly. I don't like being exposed out in the open like this. So what do you say? Do you want to be with me?
No.
Nope. How dare you? I chose Trapper for a reason. I'd never leave him for anyone. Good answer. So good you earned one of these. Ooh, a gold coin. Maybe there actually is something about these coins. Are they possibly the only way to pay your way to Trickster's private island, maybe? Hunter seemed less pleased with that answer, though. Very well then, but I promise I will have my vengeance for this slight. No, she won't, but only because Trapper is likely to kill you before she can. And that makes me feel a little bit safer, right? Trapper, I have to ask, though. Do you want kids? No? Why would anyone want kids? Trapper, I have no idea. Maybe for the backup kidness. Anyway, enough of this foolishness. Let's go back to my cave. Trapper, what a relief that's behind us. I would have hated if kids came between us, Gamby. Or if you left me for a lunatic in a bunny mask. You probably have hated the cleaver that came between the two sides of your body more, though, had you played it out differently. But ultimately, I'm glad we went through that together. You showed real loyalty, and no amount of money can buy that. Because you showed you can be trusted, I'm finally ready to show you one of my sketches, and this time I won't take no for an answer. This one is very important to me. I've never shown it to anyone. Feast your eyes on this. That looks like something a kindergartner would make if they had been blindfolded. Trapper, well, what do you think of it? Oh god, I've got to... Should I just boost his ego and say it's amazing? I love it. You have some real skill, and I hope you continue putting time into developing this passion of yours. The Trapper. Do you honestly think so, or are you just being polite? Say it's politeness or honestly. Seriously, it's great. Are you dumb or a liar? I'm dumb. Yeah, I'm kind of thick. Trapper, no shit. I didn't draw this. I stole this from Hillbilly. No, he's not on the island. He lost his spot to Trickster. My sketches are actually good. You really will get to see one soon too, so long as things go well. Dweet and Claudette are back at the cave entrance. We swear this time we're going to tell you the truth. Honestly, please believe us. It's time to meet everyone for dinner. It's fine. I'm so hungry I could eat another horse. Another? Another like you've eaten one before, or you've eaten a horse today? Yes. Yes, to which one? Exactly. Don't bother. You need to keep on schedule. Trapper, hey, Dumb and Dumber, I have a question for you two. So much for the schedule. Yes, sir? Either of you want children? We can't answer that. How could we even think about becoming parents when all we want is our freedom? Whether it be the freedom to leave this island, or the freedom to die and stay dead. I'll take that as a no on children. Good for both of you. You just earned yourself a quick death next time. Unless I forget I said this. Claudette, please don't. Don't what? Forget. Forget what? This is a nightmare. Now, let's eat. What a fun day you've been having. I can see it written all over your face. You're shining. And that's not just the remaining anxious sweat from spending an afternoon courting a psycho killer. No, you are really feeling this whole romantic experience. Don't worry, I'll keep your dirty little secrets. But enough gentle ribbing, it's time to get back to business. All the, appetizing singles have arrived for dinner, including Trickster. Wraith is here too. We're not going to do the gag where we cram them all on screen at the same time again, so just believe me, they are all here. And they're just as sexy and demented as you remember them. With your love on the line, everyone is being very careful not to offend you by saying the wrong thing. Congrats, by the way, on getting this far. I'm as surprised as you are that these four are falling for you. No, not because of your personality, but because you just met them yesterday. However, since Rafe seems like the biggest longshot to end up holding onto your heart, he throws caution to the wind and speaks up. It's a pretty small consolation prize for being the least loved killer on Murderer's Island, but hey, letting them have this one moment in the spotlight is the least we can do. And heaven knows they won't do any better than that. I'm sick of watching everyone else gorge themselves while I'm preoccupied with, trying to get to the bottom of this never-ending nightmare. So tonight, none of that. I'm not really hungry anyway, so I say we just do a simple salad or something. The green kind, not the mayo kind. Mayo is gross. I'm fine with just lettuce. It doesn't have to be fancy. Not iceberg though. It has no nutritional value. Letting Rafe choose was a mistake. That's on all of us. Dinner will be served shortly, but certain power brokers would like to know about your day. Would you like to share your day with the rest of the group? You've had an interesting day, that's for sure, but how will you describe it to others? Say too much or too little and it could affect your standing with the group. Okay, but don't just sit there saying nothing. Nothing is not an option. I'm going to recap the day. We spent a lot of time at his... Stop right now. Right now. There will be no recapping of any kind. And Gamby, we'll talk later. Oh shit, I'm in trouble again. You chose badly. Dweet and Claudette bring out dinner. Everyone eats in silence. No one trusts anyone now, and they're all very tired. Oh wait, no sorry. That's a dreary supernatural horror thriller set in Antarctica, not a charming parody dating sim set in an undisclosed tropical paradise. Bony appetit. Don't you mean bon? No, almost everything we serve has a lot of bones in it, even the vegetables. Impossible to avoid on this island. Everyone eats without speaking. Tensions are rising, both of the sexual and deadly variety. When everyone finishes, Dweet and Claudette come back to clean up the table. They linger around you as they pick up your plate, take your napkin, and dust crumbs off the table. What would you like to say to the servants? Okay, we're going with ignore them because we're being horrible to Dwight and Claudette this time around. Dweet, is there anything else we can do for you? Anything at all? Anything? A manners book, perhaps? It's fine. We're used to this kind of shabby treatment here on Jerk Island. Everyone, if you would please be so kind as to follow us to the fire pit, we'd greatly appreciate it. We've been told something big is going to happen, something that will change everything. You can go willingly or you can go unwillingly. You have no choice. Tough cookies. Trapper, did you have a choice on how you said that, dweeb? Yes, and I immediately regret how I did. Good, something needs to change around here. Fire is rebirth. Fire illuminates the soul. I hope the fire isn't too smoky. Smoke hurts my eyes. I have pretty sensitive eyes. I'm also horribly afraid of it. The fire, I mean, not my eyes, because of childhood trauma involving fire. And finally, everyone starts moving towards the fire pit, if only to get away from Rafe's complaining. You take a seat on a comfortable log, feeling the fire's heat against your skin, and wait for the other killers to take their places, wondering who will want to tell a story this time. Will a narrator tell a story? I bet they've got a stunningly creative mind. Hey, you think... Are they allowed to simply place thoughts in my mind like this? Doesn't seem fair. Everyone makes their way in, but something unexpected happens. Nothing. Nothing happens. Something almost always seems to be happening here, so nothing is probably not a great sign. Oh, cool. And now everyone is looking at you. So, do something. Should I pick someone to tell a story? Or could we play charades? Boggle? Well, we were actually thinking, why don't you tell us a story? Rafe points his spine and skull staff thingamajig at you. You duck out of its way. Who knows what that thing can do? Probably shoots lasers. Trapper, try not to bore us. Huntress, we're just very interested in you. Spirit, don't speak for me, Huntress. Now, you can't tell if you're warm from the fire or if it's your nerves heating up. I know that the fire is right here, but maybe if we stop talking about it all the time, we can start to pretend it's not here and doesn't, threaten to burn us all alive. He's not supposed to hear me. Get out of here, Wraith. Gambi was about to make an important decision about telling a story or not. So I'm going to go with fine, I'll tell a story and we'll see what happens. Sure, I'm game to tell a story. Trickster, I hope it's a mystery. Okay, so what type of story do you want to tell? Romance, adventure, or action? Here's an action-packed yarn for you lot. The time I got into a bar fight. The group is interested, they lean in. I'm all ears, and I'm not talking about the bucket of them I have on my boat. Nasty. You crack open a beer by smashing the bottle cap off the nearest rock before starting. I'm at the local watering hole, powering up with my regular 12 beers before I slay at the pool table. Slay is good. Steely Dan blasts from the jukebox. The bartender's tip jar is filled to the brim. I pound the final pint and smash the glass on the counter as I demand shots for the entire joint. The patrons cheer for me. I am their god. Oh my god. Suddenly I hear the telltale revving of engines outside. Motorcycles. The saloon doors swing open. Wait, it's a saloon now? And in walks my arch nemesis, Big Slim, the giant of North Toledo. He sounds sexy. Thought I smelled something acrid from Akron when I hopped off this thing, Slim says with a sneer. I get up from my stool, the gal behind me rubbing my shoulders, revving me up for the inevitable fight. Long way from home, aren't we, Slim? What are the fine people of Elm Street going to do without someone to tell them someone's second-hand cufflinks? So, without someone to sell them someone's second-hand cufflinks tonight, I taught him. He strokes his oily beard. This story has a lot of specific geographic references in it. I have a perfectly good job at the pawn shop. Why are you coming at me like that? Slim yells. That's fair, I scream back. Why do we even hate each other? I can't even remember. Something about me cutting you off in traffic, but it was a misunderstanding, Slim yells. Well then, let's hug it out, I say, tears starting to well in my eyes. And we made up. What? Huntress, what about the bar fight? Oh yeah, we got in a real blowout fight later that night. Really yelled our proverbial heads off, but it was just an argument about whether you should say pop or soda. Trapper, come on. Trickster, I gave up headlining at Coachella for this. Spirit laughs hysterically, probably laughing at you, but it's a laugh you're ready to accept. That sure was a kind of story. Technically. Okay, that was not a very good story. I didn't mean to insult you, but it was actually quite bad. Sorry, but this narrator keeps it real. We can't just end there. So who else would you like to hear a story from tonight? You look from killer to killer, trying to decide who might be the most entertaining. Trapper, you're up! Trapper surprises everyone by immediately stepping up and unironically taking an orator's posture. Trapper, there was a young man who loved his young wife and the child they had. Gave the lovebirds a happy life. But one day the couple went out for a swim. Mother didn't return. The boy only had him. Some said the currents took her away, yet others said it was different, pointed the husband's way. For the young man was fearless, cunning and smart, and he had many goals, both grand and bold. Easier, they'd say, done with a fresh start. A wife with her own dreams wouldn't help him at all. Lucky for him, hers drowned in the streams. Neighbours only whispered, though, of a crime so great, for no one ever accused him, lest they meet the same fate. That was different. How do you react to this performance? I'm going to applaud. Hooray! You stand up and clap loudly. Trickster takes out an air horn and blasts it. Trapper, quiet. Uh-oh. Oh God. Trapper is disgusted by a display of joy. Trapper, poetry is meant to be perceived internally, not enjoyed. Anyone else exhausted trying to keep up with what makes these killers happy? Tweet, how was story time? A lot of people like to take pot shots at sequels, but I think every good story deserves a follow-up. When you think it's the end, the sequel is almost never as rewarding as the original. That's why I'm much more of a fan of the episodic style of storytelling. Knowing it's a series takes a lot of pressure off any individual installment and builds a greater sense of community between audience and creator. Tell me, Gambi, if you could delete any sequel from existence, what would it be? Don't answer that. We don't actually care. We're just here to make sure that we seamlessly move on to the next segment of the evening. God forbid my small talk gets in the way of a romantic twilight moment. Dweet, I'm going to need you to shut your yap trap. You know what we need to get back to? That thing we do whenever we're not on screen? Okay, you have fun tonight and try not to wink wink end up dead. Why did you say the words wink wink out loud, and what kind of double entendre are you getting at with the end up dead thing? Dweet is physically incapable of winking, not since the accident, and you do know that all of these people are despicable criminals with double-digit kill counts, right? Well, except for Spirit, she really doesn't belong here. She's strictly a victim, not a perpetrator. No wonder she's pissed. Trapper, did I hear somebody trash-talking Spirit? Deal me in. What do you say we take this talk to the hot tub so I can soak this bod while I roast that ghost with some killer hot takes? Wraith, please, enough talk of burns. Things that are lit or getting blazed. It's enough that these activities have to be set next to a literal fire. Must I be surrounded by figurative flames as well? What if we turned and ran as far away from this place as we could, just you and me? Huntress, on those spindly legs, you'd probably tire before you got too far. If it's running away to someplace more secluded Gambi is after, they should obviously join me. Have you seen these legs? Pure power. Not that my walk speed really reflects my giant stature, but that's because I choose to move slowly for stealth reasons. It's my own choice and it's completely logical. Why is everyone so obsessed with comparing themselves to each other and creating drama? I'm so over all that. Don't you get it? Society wants to trick you into fighting with each other so that corporations can swoop in and sell you fake solutions to all your fabricated problems. I'll be sitting in the shade and drinking something locally sourced, while thumbing through a public domain novella printed on recycled paper because I refuse to play their game anymore. Trapper, it's like she's actively trying to be as unappealing as possible. Does it really turn anyone else on, or just me? Despite Trapper's insatiable appetite, it seems his attention, along with the attention of everyone else, is still on you, for the moment. If you could, I don't know, just pick one of us, maybe we could all move on with our lives, or, some special projects we might have going. You heard him. Who will it be? Who will you head off with for an evening activity? I'm just saying, you may not get a ton of chances to date around like this before your time on Murderer's Island comes to a close. I know I'm not satisfied with that name either, but with this streaming reality TV dating show boom happening, it's pretty much all that wasn't taken. Which killer will you pick? And yes, we're back to excluding Trickster because, that guy. Alright, Trapper, let's see if we can not fuck this up any more than we already have. Trapper? Trapper, I'm glad you finally decided to take this seriously and make an effort. Don't disappoint me. Or do. My fish haven't eaten in days. You arrive at the pool and find that no one else is in it. The two of you seem to have it all to yourselves. Why is the water in this pool always a little warm? Trapper laughs. I have no idea. Now, do you know why I chose this spot for us? To enjoy a refreshing jip, cannonball, it's another test. I feel like it probably is another test. I'm gonna go with another test. You're testing me to see if I'll pretend to be happy while sitting in a pool used by cretins. Trapper, why would I do that to you? Inconvenience or survival? If I didn't know that by now I'd already be dead. Yeah, you're right. No, seriously, I've been trying to find a reason to kill you for 2 days. You just keep managing to avoid your own annihilation and having to start this whole ridiculous thing over. Great job staying clear of that fate so far. Actually, I brought you to this pool for 2 reasons. The first is to ask you something important. Would you like to spend an unforgettable night with me? Excuse me? Maybe, maybe not. Or slow down, big guy. Maybe, maybe not. I guess we'll have to see where things go. Hopefully they keep pointing up. Trapper, yeah, I get it. Doesn't matter anyway, we can't. I mean, we could. I know I could, but we're not allowed to yet. I can't tell you why either. You get what I'm saying? No, Trapper. No, I fucking don't. Whatever I say to you is wrong, so... No, I clearly do not get what you're saying. Why? We just talked about this, you absolutely dunce. Remember that whole if I didn't know about your traps I'd be dead already conversation? The one we just had? I can't even believe you right now. Yeah, I have no choice. This is really harsh, even for me, but you totally deserve it. The good news is I think you can skip past all the days one stuff again. I'm not positive though. It all comes down to how the save system is designed. Not sure what they settled on. Either way, better luck next time. Trapper drowns you in the pool.
Oh my god,
You're
that's
dead.
Mayan.
Because you are impossibly stupid. But don't worry, if you keep playing this game much longer, you'll eventually crave the sweet embrace of a quick death.
It's just a douche.
Okay, we haven't gone back too far. We've got this. We don't want to know more, because he'll kill us when we do that. So we're going to go, say no more. I get it. So I will bid you a good night. Trapper leaves the pool with a big smile after the water inexplicably gets warm again. Hey, wait a second, Trapper. You never told me the second reason you brought me to this pool. Trapper, oh yeah, the chlorine is great for washing off blood, especially in those hard to reach places. You know how it is. FYI, if you do know how it is, you should keep it to yourself. Trapper, damn it, I see those dweebs, Doug and Claudia, waving at us. I think we both need to head to the volleyball court. He's right, dry off and go to the volleyball court. And later, you're really going to want to scrub your own hard to reach places with actual soap. Chlorine is no match for whatever Trap gets up to in these pools. The gang's all together again on the volleyball court. Seems like only yesterday you were sitting on the sidelines watching everyone get sweaty. That's because it was. Oh, feels like I've been here a lot longer than that actually. It's so late that the sun is already beginning to rise. Better get this over with quickly so that, you can get some beauty rest. I do not recommend the eternal damnation of perpetual narratordom. Good thing you've really used your time well since then. Really getting to know the gang, the brain, the mogul, the basket case, the psychotic bunny girl. You know, the 4 types of people. Anyway, everyone is gathered on the volleyball court for a new type of game. Pick your dream date and see who Gambi chooses. Dweet, who's ready for round robin? How round are we talking? Not to eat, Huntress. Each killer gets 2 minutes to tell you all about the dream date they've planned for you tomorrow. In no particular order, which is a weird thing to mention, right? Almost like the order does matter. Wraith, why don't you go first? You look like you'd hate that. Stop talking. Sorry, anyway, Wraith? Well, I don't know. I'd really prefer to just tell Gambi privately. I don't really know how that's going to work with these game mechanics. What if you just whispered it to Gambi? Wraith considers this for a long moment. Too long. That's fine. Without moving, Wraith lowers his voice to a barely audible whisper. Tomorrow we have to find my bell. And then I can finally tell you about what I've been working on. It's going to be really special. The kind of thing where we will really bond. And maybe finally get off this island. And maybe then we can go on a real date. You done? Is that it? Wraith nods, proud. Great. Huntress, why don't you take it from here? Tomorrow morning I'm planning a nice atmospheric breakfast on the yacht. Don't worry, Trapper won't even know it's gone. What was that? Nothing. Go away. Then, boy, oh boy, I've got such an adventure planned. It involves hunting for treasure. What kind of treasure are we looking for? Guess you'll have to pick me to find out. Let me tell you, it's primo stuff. Now, if you don't mind, I've got to start preparing, because it's clear already that you're going to pick me. Confident, mysterious, I like it. Hit us, spirit. Figuratively. Damn it, Dweet. You gotta watch your words around these people. Tomorrow, you'll spit in the face of God, die and be reborn anew. That's it. If you're not intrigued by that, I don't want you. Go draw crayon art with Trapper, or dig up whatever mysteries with Wraith. I don't know what those guys do all day. Do you want to at least specify which god you'll be spitting in the face of? All of them. Okay then. So hydrate tonight if you intend to hang with Spirit. Trapper, without further ado, would you like to make us all uncomfortable by pushing the boundaries of what's acceptable not only in polite society, but within the narrative of this in-world event, and also the larger meta-narrative of a Dead by Daylight dating experience? Sometimes you just gotta say it. Trapper, well yes, thank you, I'd love to. So Gambi, you're thinking of picking me? Well, this is your final warning. Pick me and be punished and rewarded. Tomorrow will suck, probably. I'm not an easy guy to get along with, I know that. Yeah, we're figuring that out, mate. But I can tell you this much, I'm hiding a secret on this island that will make fans shit themselves with excitement. If you like Trapper, you're gonna love it. And if you're not, you're a maggot. Also, everyone, even confident, sexy ladies in rabbit masks, better stay the hell away from my yacht. And time's up, everyone. Gosh, you'll need to dream about those options so you're ready to choose in the morning. Now, go dream about all these swoon-worthy options so that you're ready to make a choice come dawn. Have a swell night. Did you two forget to mention something? Huh? Oh gosh, how could we forget? Before you run off to slumber peacefully, there's one more thing to do. No reality survival dating competition parody would be complete without singling out one of our contestants who is already teetering on the edge of a psychological break, and giving them a little push. Hold up. This has been a survival dating competition parody this entire time, and I'm just now finding out about it. Come on, the signs were there, you just didn't read them. Tweet. Welcome to Murderer's Island. It's now time to eliminate one of the killers. Ugh. It's like a butchering, but it hurts even worse. Ocean, you can't kill a killer, but can you break their heart? Do you dare to even try? You mean... That's right. Tomorrow one of these sexy slices will not be eligible to take you on a date. Who's it going to be? But why? Because it's dramatic, because it's surprising, because it's a classic reversal of fate, and it will hurt someone's feelings. Someone dangerous. What's it going to be, champ? What's your thought process here? Trapper seems like he might throttle you in your sleep if you eliminate him. That being said, at least you'd see him coming. Spirit could be anywhere. She floats. And I hear she can disappear. Hard to track. If you get rid of Wraith, you might cry. And although I totally support normalising men crying and being vulnerable, it just seems like you might be an ugly crier. Huntress, she might pretend to be okay with it, but then you'll start seeing her behind every tree. What I'm trying to say is, I don't envy you, boss. So which sociopath are you eliminating? I'm thinking Huntress. I hate to get rid of anyone, mostly because you all scare me so much, but also because it doesn't seem fair. But life's not fair, is it? With her strong arms that could probably hurl me back to the mainland. A face no one has ever seen, a tragic backstory she loves to bring up whenever there's a break in a conversation. Huntress, I'm describing you. This hurts, but I have to eliminate you. Huntress, phew, honestly, this is a bit of a relief for me. I don't have to constantly try to impress you. It's been exhausting. Tonight this fancy attire is coming off and the sweatpants are going on. Tomorrow I think I'll stand in the ocean and catch salmon with my bare hands. Yeah, I said bare hands. Now that you've broken the heart of someone heartless, you should go and get some shut-eye. And don't worry too much about the broken heart you've left behind, because of course they'll be receiving a consolation prize. They might not get to go home with Gambi when this is all over, but they'll never sleep alone again. That's right, we're sending our eliminated player home with their own mostly new Trickster body pillow, the next best thing to the real Trickster. It might not hug you back, but it definitely won't try and stab you. And how do we know? Because I've tried it. That's right, it's Dweet tested. And Claudette approved. I hope you sleep well tonight, Gambi. You're my hero for what you've accomplished. How can you sleep tonight knowing what you've done? No, not just because of the guilt. I mean knowing that there's a legit homicidal maniac who hates you so close by. How can you sleep tonight knowing what you'll do tomorrow? I don't know how you'll do it, but you better go before Dweet and Claudette come back and put you to sleep themselves. You know those two. Schedule, schedule, schedule. Wow, what a crazy way to end the day. An elimination. I didn't even know it was that kind of a game. Let's check in with everyone, especially with our loser. Everyone deserves a send-off. Huntress's eyes are filled with anguish. The bunny ears on her mask have drooped. Huntress, it is as I feared. I am a wild animal, an unlovable beast of the forest. I shall diminish and go into the east and remain the huntress. But I thought Spirit was the emo one. Wraith, I don't really know what's happening here. I honestly haven't been paying attention. Oh, Gamby? Sorry, I forgot. I'm focusing on other things, more important things. One way or another, I won't be here for much longer. Trapper. I'm not sure what's happening. My only goals in life are to hurt people and then kill them. But for some reason, I don't want to do either to Gamby. Yet, this feels like witchcraft. Is it? Is it witchcraft? Probably witchcraft. At least there's still plenty of time for things to change. Lots of ways for Gamby to piss me off tomorrow. Still plenty of time. Yeah, don't I know it. Gonna stay up tonight sharpening my cleaver just in case. Oh yay! Spirit, did I think there was a chance I might get eliminated? Yeah, I did. Did I care if I got eliminated? Not even a little. Does the volume of words I spend talking about how much I don't care about things signify a deeper yearning within me to be seen, heard and validated by those around me? Nah. What? No, you're not part of this. You don't get a confessional. Trickster. It's cool, man. I'm not a part of anything. You feel me? I'm not a cog in anyone's machine on my own machine. This whole thing is pretty cute though. Charmingly low budget, old school marketing vibes. Not gonna lie, kinda wish I wasn't so busy right now. I'd definitely be down with a reality show style dating competition with survival elements. But I got my new album, upcoming tour, finalising the new sneaker line, producing a limited series on my life, starting a new social media NFT crypto app, and doing these private gigs over on IP Island. My dude, you gotta come check it out. IP Island, it's dope. It's where the real killers are hanging out. Fully licensed, no legal drama. Lawyers, take a hike. I'm gonna tell everyone that Trickster said that about them, don't worry. I'm talking your favourite established characters from all over pop culture that can't be seen on this island. Hell, you probably can't even mention them, like Don't you say it? Look, we get it, you're very popular and in demand, but we have a game to get back to and I don't want to get sued. Ghostface. Come on. Whatever, I don't even care. I'm the Trickster. See you around, Gamby. You too, narrator. I have a name, you know. You do? Yes, seriously, they do not pay me enough to deal with you people. Ocean, is it my turn? What? No, it's not your turn. You're sentient water. How are you even sitting in that chair? What's a chair? It's a thing you're getting all wet. Now it's going to smell like mildew. Okay, rude. Fine, let's get this over with. It's your turn, Ocean. Do your check-in. Check-in? I was just looking for the bathroom. Bathroom, are you serious? It's down the hall to the left. It's okay, never mind. Never mind? What does that mean? No, not you two. This wasn't meant to be a confessional time for literally every character in this game. It's okay, we don't have to confess anything. We've just been working our asses off for 2 days straight and wanted to sit down somewhere. This chair's wet. Yeah, I think the Ocean just peed on it. How is that poss? You know what, I don't care. You two are looking pretty pleased with yourselves. I've got something to confess. Oh great, what's it going to be? You ate glue in the 2nd grade? You cheated on an algebra test once? Watching Huntress get eliminated was the first time in this unending spiral staircase of pain that is my life that I felt even a modicum of joy. Every minute that I'm alive is a nightmare. This place, this sun, these sweet sugary drinks, it sounds fun for a long weekend, but for an eternity? The unrelenting rhythm of crashing waves and wailing seagulls, it's like a crescendoing song of evil that makes me question the very foundation of the universe. Why am I here? Why are any of us here? What kind of sentient being would do this? Please, erase me from this existence. Make it so I was never born. Pull the plug on this experiment and let my soul be free. And please, please, get me out of this polo shirt. Okay, let's get you to bed, buddy. I don't want to go to bed. Going to bed means eventually I have to wake up. X. That was a weird way to end. Ah well, what are you going to do? You let the camera roll long enough, someone is bound to say something crazy. Anyways, seems like everyone's had their shot to annoy me tonight, so hit the hay and get some rest. Tomorrow is going to be a doozy.